Where is Trump's influence heading? That was a question a viewer asked, and I'm going to answer that for us tonight. So again, I don't predict futures, but I'll read the energy for you. So where is Trump's influence heading, or where does he think he's at? Whatever it might be. We're going to go ahead and hit up on a Celtic Cross here and just kind of see what is going on. I want to go with this cross because it's traditional. I figure since America tradition's dying, what better way to go than with a spread that, you know, is a traditional tarot spread. Okay, so the overall theme, the devil, is it's almost like he's being called out now. So people are starting to see through all the bullshit and all the lies that he fed you. He had you addicted, right? He had you believing what he said was the gospel truth. And finally, people have woken up to it and they realize that he just another shady politician in a red suit, right? Because blue and red equals purple, the color of tyrants, the color of kings. They're all one party anyway. And he thought that's crazy. So what's really kind of showing people who he is, families around the United States are being broken down, right? 10 of Cups. There's no more of that connection, no more of that love, no more of that American tradition is being broken. Inflation. You have economic hardships right now. You have our countries being dominated by outsiders. You have fraud with tax dollars being given away to foreign countries and foreign individuals here in the United States. Free housing. They're getting better treatment than we are, better health care. We're losing billions in taxes. So that's what now has shown people what's really going on and opened their eyes was the 10 of Cups. So his trickster, the devil, poison, his addiction to him because everything was about, oh, how evil the Democrats are. But guess what? I'm not Democrat, but that's red. I don't see any blue in that card. Okay. But this is the game Democrats want you to believe that everything is, for the family. They don't give a shit about you either. Two sides of the same coin. So that's the vibe we're getting, right? That's what's going on. So I think he's been exposed now, and his influence is not going to last. All right. Now, past influences for him was, see the Five of Hazards. This is the Five of Pentacles, Earth. He played on the president of law and order, the president of truth. Remember during the Antifa riots and everything else that were going on in the country during the lockdowns? He was a savior, right? That was the line he wanted to play. I'll lock up Hillary. He didn't do a goddamn thing. He's a liar. Just like the Democrats. They're all one party, like I've always said. So he had you believe, the devil, he had you addicted to hating somebody else based on a party line versus their actual character, because they're all crooks. And then he wants you to believe that things would be good under him, but people saw like good things aren't good under him anymore. It's just the same as Biden. There's no difference, the same playbook. So that's what brought us here. That's what brought him the influence that he had. He was always saying it was all the Democrats, but what you don't realize is that Trump was a Democrat in the past. Him and the Clintons were best friends. And did you know in New York City, many years ago, lawsuit against him, RICO Act, you can look that up. I've talked about it before. And if this continues on in this path, then the potential outcome will be the Chariot, right? His future is over. Done. Legacy destroyed. But what will be left behind is destruction, chaos in his wake. So I've always told people that Democrats, they tell you what they're going to do. They hate the United States. But the problem is Republicans lie and hate America too, but they do it through the guise of freedom. So they're just going to bring in and just basically wipe everybody out in a sense, right? Bring total chaos and destruction. What are you seeing right now? Do you know he's allowed them to use the same ingredient in the Roundup as an herbicide on our produce, on our products, food products? That causes cancer. It's been known. It's been through lawsuits, through Bayer, Monsanto. It's a known thing, and yet he allows it to go through. And yet not one person from the Epstein files has been arrested. It's all a show game, folks. So he thinks, even though he's going to go out, he's going to win. That's mindset. His influence is going to die. And when he leads, people on the left and right are going to be, yay, we won, but you didn't see red, blue. Because in the middle is destruction and chaos. That's going to be left behind for us. Inflation, can't afford homes and everything else. So it's not looking very good. So yeah, he may lose power, but he's going to leave us in a very dilapidated state, right? And the thing is, what do we know about this guy? What's going on? Tower. It's crashing down. The United States is crumbling right now. Now he's going to war with Iran. Who wants the war? I've heard that both the Dems and the Republicans don't want it. Who wants it? Who wants the war? Israel? And what's Trump doing it? On his behalf, is going to collapse our country even further. It's going to destabilize the entire Middle East once this happens. And there will be hell to pay. And you see it's a building collapsing. It reminds me of another event that happened many years ago. But you see that? They're all partying and things come crashing down. Because it's coming down. That's what we know. It's going to come down hard, a hard crash. So Trump's power, his legacy is destroyed. Again, I'm not predicting. I'm giving you the energy here. Big difference, okay? So I'm not being a fortune teller. I'm telling you what I'm picking up on. Now, what's in the shadows, or could I say what is hidden or unknown, is the Empress. They'll still come out smelling like roses, these sons of bitches, because nobody's holding them accountable. So they're still going to have growth and prosperity. So even though his influence is being stripped away, he's still having growth. And that's you, the American people. You're dead. You do what you're told. You're the little slave to till the garden, tend the garden, as mama looks over you. Who's mama? The police state. You're being put under surveillance. Isn't that funny energy right there too? What's going on right now across the United States? Energy grids, AI grids are being popped up everywhere and costing Americans double, triple energy bills. They're paying for it. This is all under Trump's watch. And who's leading it? Peter Thiel. Who's he? Palantir. A16Z. He's in the White House. They're in the White House as well. In charge of AI. Bet you didn't know that, did you? That's Trump. That's Trump. And look at you. You're shackled at the ankle. You're a slave to this new system. So his influence may be dying, at least in the public eye, but underneath it isn't. You're becoming a slave every day because you won't stand up and break it. Okay? That's what I'm seeing on that card. Now, we're going to come up to staff here. This is called the staff in the Celtic Cross. So we covered past, present, theme, blocker, or what was shown, help us see things. I usually use it as like what's known energy and then what's in the subconscious or hidden. What's hidden is that they're going to prosper regardless of you. 3, expansion. Empress is a 3 card. Remember that, okay? So now we come up here. This is card number 7. 8, 9, 10, just so to keep you, if you're looking at a sheet somewhere to kind of follow along, this is the bottom of the staff. And this usually around self-reflection or desire is kind of like how they view themselves. And it's right there, 2 of Cups. They think they're the best thing in the whole wide world. While they're feeding themselves steaks and everything else, they're giving us human remains. Isn't that funny how that comes up? Brains, zombies eating people, and yet people eating healthy food. Isn't that crazy? That's how he sees himself, as a lover of all. People love him. He's a narcissist. 2, he's a fucking narcissist. He thinks everybody loves him. That's the energy of that card. That's what it's showing, okay? Then we're going to go up to what I'm going to say what his desires are. You know, this could be hope, fears, but I'm going to look at it more of what his desires are. It's 4 of Wands. He wants total control. This is kind of like a emperor type of a vibe, you know? It's not the emperor card, but he feels like it'll be a one big party. It's kind of like give the people popcorn and beer and they'll be happy and stupefied, which you're kind of seeing here, while they bring everything just crashing down with the tower. But see, that's him. That's Trump though, right? He thinks he's giving you what you need to keep you complacent. Well, he just tears your world down. And by the way, this car was upside down. So it makes perfect sense. I turned it upside right so you can see it. Okay? That's what he wants. He wants you people just to have nothing and him to be your king. And by the way, it's not just Trump. It's all of them. Biden, Obama, Bush, Clinton. I can go down the line. Pelosi, AOC, Bernie, all of them. It's one team. Remember that. Okay? Now, the next card we're coming up is the 9th position. And this is also external influences, right? So kind of like what is happening in the world that's influencing all of this chaos. Three of Cups. That's kind of crazy. It's like they're working together. Who are they? I don't know. Neither do you. But it's not our government, it's governments. It's a world type of a thing. And the dead bride are the people why they hold up because they become the controller and the ruler over you. Three of Cups, right? They're celebrating at your destruction. I want to say it kind of reminds me of like royalty, you know, like the royal family. Even this thing with Prince Andrew, that's just a sham. That's nothing. He didn't even get put up on the charge of what was in the files. It was some other kind of nonsense. But it's almost like it's still type of people that are like a Larry Ellison type of vibe, a Bill Gates kind of a thing. That's who they are. They're celebrating at your destruction because the bride does whatever she's told. You do whatever you're told. Understand? That's what I'm kind of feeling here. And then to wrap this up is card number 10, which is around the final outcome, Ace of Cups. New happiness for them, a new destruction for us. Our emotions will be shot. Their emotions are happy because when it comes to elite predators, what's the next thing that gives you the most satisfaction in the world when you can't make any more money because you already made all the money you can make? Controlling people, slavery. That's the next step, and that's exactly what the Ace of Cups is. It's a new high for them because they've already taken over everything else. The last thing to take over is people. That's how I'm reading it, folks. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. Do you agree with this at all? Now, I did kind of move this staff around a little bit. You know, everybody can read the Celtic Cross how they want. So you may not read it exactly as I do, but that's the vibe. Okay. Now we're gonna go to dice because that's what I do. Numerology. I don't feel like adding these up. I want to get just some dice. 8, 4, and 4. Right. So they believe that this thing that they're doing. See, I'm reading this as a 4. It's an 8 though, but it's a double 4 energy. They're gonna bring in a new system of stability for them, which is digital. Because the old way is currency, and they can't control currency, but they double down and go pure digital by the collapse of the tower. What happens then? They can control your money, and then that 8 becomes a force to move forward how they want you to. You won't have a choice anymore if you buy into it. See, so really, everything really depends on you and how you want to deal with it. And the question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to allow it or are you going to fight it? You know one of the best ways to stop it? Yeah, so anyway, Trump's done. But the way you stop it is you opt out. You don't need to lift anything. Just say, you know what, everybody, we're going to just walk away from all this. We're not going to work. We're not going to pay bills. We're not going to pay taxes. We're not going to buy anything. We're not going to do anything. If all 300 million of us did that, what would happen tomorrow? Everything gets shut down. They couldn't do a fucking thing. So this plan of theirs explodes. But yeah, Trump's influence is really going away. Now, of course, they'll be saying he's playing 5D chess. Whatever. So I'm going to pull some Oracle cards here. This is the Abandoned Oracle deck I'm going to use here, and it's by Patrick Valenza. It's one of my favorite decks for these type of reads too because it fits the vibe so well. All right, so okay, gosh, I'm just going to pick out some cards. All right, let's just go. All right, you're viewing this deck. Where are you kind of feeling right now? I'm feeling here. You feeling that card? Let's pull this one. What card we got here? The Eye. The Eye. They're watching everything. Everything you do, they see, right? You don't have any more privacy. And that really aligns well with the whole digital thing I was talking about, digital ID, digital tracking, digital surveillance. And so really they're spying on you no matter where you go, no matter what you do. They're controlling your emotions. So as they watch you, they play things to control how you think and how you feel. As they collapse, they're going to watch you. They're going to watch you too when you're tied into this new grid, right? So the Eye, 8. Again, another 8. Another 8. They observe through the 7 and always changing things, what they see to keep you locked in. The 8. All right, what other card we're going to do? Oh, let's go with this one here. The Pharaoh child, the feral child. See, it's almost like here you had the family was happy at one point in time. Now it's trying to tell you that it's time to just not tolerate this shit no more. And sometimes you have to break away from the norm to beat the corruption. And in a sense, it's a two, it's decisions you're going to have to make. Are you willing to do it or not? And here's the thing that's bugging me too. With all the stuff we've been seeing going on in the country right now, people are really talking about fucking midterms. Like, seriously? People should be exploding over what they've seen in those files, and they're not. But they want to vote? You can't vote out of this. You have to become a feral child, uncivilized and wild. You can no longer conform to what they want for you. You have to break free and, in a way, become self-reliant and start living the way you want to live, not what these fuckers want for you. Yeah, I'm popping a lot of F words in this video, but boy, this one's making me heated, so I apologize if that offends you, but I gotta keep it real. I can't be fake, all right? I want that card. Look, another infant. See, they want to keep you under the light, under the microscope, watching everything you do. And you know what's funny? With LED lights now, they're saying they actually can sense things and track things with them. It's funny how these cards are popping up, this imagery here. That's the one. All those new ways to control you so that you're all under the state's control. Right? And yet, even though you're under control, you're abandoned. They don't do a fucking thing for you. They help out everybody else. There's not a U.S. citizen, but U.S. citizens are just left to rot. Unless you're willing to, one, do something different. And right now, what you're doing is not working. Okay? So that's the reading I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to give myself a little plug here. Head over to wordsoftwist.com. And if you want an energy reading for yourself, book it. Or if you just want to learn tarot more and download some tools I put together, become a member, free or paid. That's your choice. And I have content for either membership level that's not available to the public. That's all I got, folks. And also, if there's a question you want me to read on, drop it. And if I think it's a cool one, I'll go ahead and just read it. Until next time, I'll see you on my next reading. All right. Bye now.